You're staring at OBS going, what do I do?
Who are you people? Ah!
Pretty much.
Oh, I hear myself. That's the worst noise in the world. Here we go.
Okay, I will move the concept image over here. Now, oh, Kipster resubscribed. Yay, what a supportive friend you are. Thank you.
Oh, well, did I do that? Oh,
I appreciate that, Kipster.
Friends support friends.
Pop out chat. So there's this whole thing I have to go through the way I've got this all set up. I can have multi-stream chat on stream, but I need to like pop out all of the chats and then refresh. It's like a whole process. It's so the amount of things you have to do to make multi-stream chat is so stupid.
Oh, I know. Nothing can be easy.
Nothing. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to have to throw you some new information because I reconsidered. Like I said, by the way, this is totally legal. And once again, for you and especially for you, Eli, because Goodorable is one session ahead of you. If you decide you want to make any little alterations to your character before we're too far into the campaign, I allow that like up to 3-ish sessions. Unless something drives you nuts later, then we can always talk.
No, yeah, I got you.
Cool. Awesome. No, I just realized that Stella was like, she can do everything! And I'm like, no, I don't think she needs to be able to run on walls. It's, that's okay.
Well, yeah, with this system, you can do a lot of that kind of stuff pretty easily. So there's a little bit of restraint with what you want to do with your characters that you've got to implement.
Yeah. And it also has nothing to do with the fact that if I take those skill points and put them into other areas, she's a much stronger fighter. I don't want you to think for a second that that's got anything to do with it. Because it wouldn't.
Oh, never.
It's not. That's just not how I roll.
No, certainly not.
Definitely not. I haven't been playing these sorts of games for way too long. I'm not a power gamer. I'm a fun.
What is happening? What is happening?
That is dope, dude.
I was trying to load an item and now it's just spawning through. What is happening? Okay, hold on. Remove all items from the scene. That's not supposed to be like that. I don't know what it's doing.
Having an asset for when you transform, that's incredible.
No, that is actually a really good idea. I should get some assets made next payday.
Speaking of assets, can we have a little Eli here someplace? There is that picture I made. I think I shared it.
Oh, yeah. I do have it.
Sailor Atlas, or... Also, there's also a Xavier I made, so whichever.
I've got the Xavier one right now. Let me grab it.
Okay.
Yeah, I did try getting the React thingy on, but yeah, I don't know how well it plays with the phone. So
oh yeah, don't worry about it.
I'll probably workshop that with you.
Don't worry about it. We could. That picture of Foodie Beauty was just the first thing there.
That's okay. That's you now, Eli. I'm sorry.
I accept my fate.
He's still eating either way. Okay.
No, I got a plan. I will make pictures of us in our civilian forms until we're transformed, and then I can move them to pictures of us otherwise.
Beautiful. Okay, so you got to switch to your civilian variant.
Yep. Let me just move something around here real quick.
Awesome sauce. And did you have Sailor Atlas as well?
Yes. Turns out I do. I've got pictures of everybody.
Okay, I have spent so much time with Copilot just making images, mostly of mine, sure, but it's so fun to make Yoma, and that is, I love that civilian picture so much.
You're pretty darn good with AI images. Hello to everybody who is joining. I just wanted to say hi. Obviously, we're not doing the usual hang out on the screen for 5 minutes while we prepare, because you guys would be able to hear everybody. So this is Eli, and this is Kipster, and
Hello.
we have our little Sailor Moon group together today for the first time in voice. It's going to be a blast.
Absolutely. Eli, do you want to talk really quick about your character?
Hi, showmates. This is Eli speaking. I play Xavier Brooks, Salaryman, Yes Man, Man, and sometimes Magical Girl. Part-time.
And sometimes Man.
Man.
Well, excuse me, it's Man.
Well, wonderful. I'm glad you were able to join us on voice, honestly. This is really cool. Thank you for joining us. I love playing this game in voice, particularly. So I'd love to make this a regular thing. And if you can't do voice some days, or you can't make it, we could do one-shots, or, you know, just kind of have Sailor Moon Saturdays when it works out.
Sounds all right with me.
Soldier Lune Saturday.
Soldier Lune Saturday. Sorry, I don't want to infringe on copyright.
Winks at camera, lives in fear of Japan. Yeah.
Dude, I got a copyright today about about Pokemon.
That checks out. Okay.
Yesterday when we were hanging out with chat and everything, and I was pissed off at WWE, I watched some videos, and I figured I'd get, you know, copyright, whatever. But the thing that made the video unable to be viewed is that Mindless Self-Indulgence Bitches video with Pikachu.
Okay.
Shueisha copyright striked me. Luckily, they just took it down. They didn't actually give me a full strike. But Shueisha has... It's in 240p. Shueisha has it flagged because I showed a Mindless Self-Indulgent anime music video from like 2001 in the worst bitrate like possible on YouTube. It's bizarre.
Well, that's the thing, man. They really wanted it to be better. Your bit rate wasn't high enough.
That's funny.
Oh no, I lost something important. Tell people about your character.
My character?
Yeah, at length. Talk slow.
But I'm bad at talking slow. I actually usually over-explain. I'm talking slow right now.
Pop the voice mod back on. I don't know. Do something.
Okay. Actually, hold on a second. Hold on.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't mean it.
No, you meant it.
I didn't.
No, you did. Can you guys hear it, or are you hearing the normal stuff now? I don't know what chat's hearing.
Okay. You sound normal right now on Twitch.
Okay. Well, that means I'd have to fuss with my settings, and then it wouldn't be funny anymore. So I give up. Anyway, my character's Lena Strower. She's a cute little nerd who likes to cosplay, but cosplays in secret, and she's very shy, and essentially did this for promotion so that she could cosplay more. And now she's a magical girl.
That's right. So they moved because they both got the upgrade promotion, whatever you'd like to say, at the same time. Xavier turns into a magical girl. It was very lucky for him that he survived at all, because the email that went out from corporate had misspelled the name of another lady. I'm sorry, an actual lady whose name started with X. I don't remember it because who cares? And then he got down there, and then he saw the opportunity, and dadgummit, he took it. I forget, was it because his attitude was, well, the company wants it, or, you know what, I might die in that tube, but it's damn the torpedoes. Seize the day. Which was it?
Honestly, it was pretty much, I'd say the former, because, I mean, hey, I've got to get that bag, you know, and the fact that Sailor Mimas was staring right into my eyes during that position kind of made it hard to say no once I was already in there.
Helped a little bit. True. Sailor Mimas, I'll talk about her real quick, was the, I don't know, I guess Captain America, sort of this new breed of artificial sailor Senshi. She is DMPC. Don't worry, I'm going to walk back her involvement. I'm going to fight the urge to be one of those guys, despite me spending hours and hours on Copilot, and still, fiddling with her build. None of that really matters. She was the first among them, and she worked out really well, and so that's why there are others. They got to move to new quarters, modest though they be. And I also can't stop talking about those because Japanese housing is so fascinating when they do cool stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's like, yeah, no, you live in a place that's 3 levels, but each level is about the size. I'm looking around, I guess, of my bathroom, and I don't live in a huge place. But they get to pretty much walk to work, and their old positions have become pretty much hobbies. If you want to get paid, I didn't say this, guys, but if you want to get paid as much as you were prior, you can still have that position at full salary pay, but that is completely aside the life of luxury. Here's air quotes, luxury, that you're making with your new job, because it pays really well to risk your lives and be superheroes.
Okay.
I
think I'll be good without it.
For now. I mean, then again, you've got a hobby. Xavier
I've got a hobby, yeah. I don't know what Xavier gets up to in his free time.
What does Xavier get up
Well,
to
I
in his
suppose
free
it's
time?
Yeah, besides the boxing and everything and missing out on fights while Sailor Midas goes and basically decapitates a whole Yoma, I'm still figuring it out, but I don't know, maybe we'll find some time for overtime.
That's true. He missed the mall day. That was a fun. I'm not exactly tooting my own horn, but as a mall rat, I had so much fun running that. And Sailor Midas, who is thought of as, although I find it debatable, the weakest in the group, had a fight against a Yoma and pretty much, decapitated it. It's a good thing that the kids didn't see that, because boy, it was gross.
It was. Hi, Oceanus. Welcome in. How you doing this morning? Yeah, it was funny. I liked that little one shot. It was. I did not expect to manage to do so well, especially with my dice luck.
No, you completely mollywop that thing, and that's something else that I had to tweak a little bit. I don't know, Eli, if you remember me complaining, but off the rack, the bad guys in this book are, if you've seen, and you have done a little bit of research and watched Sailor Moon, haven't you?
Yes, I have actually.
You liking it?
Just finished Doomtree arc. Still making my way through season 2, but yeah, it's getting there, and it's a lot more involved than I would have thought of it, say, if I were watching it 10 years ago as opposed to now.
Yeah, right? It's a much better show than I ever thought. I thought I'd be like, oh, whatever, sure, I'll get through. And then, like, 30 episodes in, I realized I'm just all leaning forward, So, the fights leave something to be desired. But I'm reading the manga now, and I gotta tell you, they kind of step it up a little bit. Oceanus, I hope that your arm feels better, brother. I'm not a fan of that either.
Yeah, that's never fun.
Oh my golly gosh. Okay, one last thing to look for, and then we're finally set to go. Set this aside. Fantastic. All right. If you guys are ready, which I expect after all this time you are.
Let's do it.
Okay, and I hope you have Peep ready to display as well, Squid.
Oh, I can.
Beautiful. Okay. So, it's the next morning. You guys spent a lot of time yesterday kind of going home, I suppose, unless you want to say afterward you spend more time hanging out and getting to know each other in the commons area. That's up to you guys. Oh, Stella, aka Sailor Mimas, got extremely embarrassed when she found out that Lena, aka Sailor Midas, was a fan of hers, and so she retreated to hide in her room.
Yeah, all of that cool stuff that she had stolen for Sailor Mimas, she left in front of her door afterwards. So it's a gift.
Wait. Oh, wait, didn't she paid for it, right?
Well, technically, she paid to get into the back room. So she, technically paid for it. But
right.
No, she bought it as a gift for Sailor Mimas.
Oh, okay. Stella, she beefy. Right. She beefy, but I mean, look at them arms. It's true. And so Lena chills out, I guess, a lot in the commons up until bedtime. Xavier, do you walk around town anymore? Do you hang out at home? I'm paying attention to this, by the way.
Considering that the gym that he would have planned on using was kind of destroyed kind of by him, he'd probably just go on the town for a little bit just to scout the area and just return for a quiet night at home.
So at some point he kind of returned to the scene of that it wasn't a crime, but you know what I mean, to look at what used to be a really fantastic gym.
I'd say amateur heroics.
Okay, hey, yo, for a first shot with nobody dying, an off-camera conversation, Stella probably would have kind of hyped him up because anyone could see, like, you were fighting a giant buff monster that whipped kettlebells out of. Never mind. So yeah, you have a nice time walking around town, and it is a nice neighborhood. It's clean, and there's just enough activity. There's just enough youth and a little bit of pizzazz. I wouldn't say edgy, but it's very alive. And across the street, I mean, for example, one block you'll find nice food stands, and the block over, like where that gym is, where it's an expensive membership, right across the street, think about A5 Wagyu. And you can afford that now, by the way. Actually kind of easily. So, walk around town, you find most anything you can think of. That done, back you go, and I believe you also heard from Peep, unless I'm mistaken, that you guys are going to be doing a big, cool Blue Angels style flyby of the barrier. Sorry, barrier is too aggressive. The border. Between Dyson 13 and Dyson 12. And you guys are good neighbors. Think about America and Canada, but they're both just a little bit more suspicious and greedy toward each other. Just a little bit, though. It's mostly friendly.
Okay.
Yep. So, if nobody has anything to say, I'll go ahead, go to the next day. With both of your enthusiastic permission. I'm all arranging my D6s on my desk. You guys have to roll in front of me, and I don't have to roll in front of you. It's great.
Technically, only Squid has to roll in front of you, since I am a disembodied voice in the ether right now.
That's true. So,
lots of pressure.
Oh, God, that's awful for you, dude. I have never in my life seen anyone roll as consistently badly.
It's true.
Squidorable. It's a calamity.
It's not just online either. Like in person when I'm gaming with my friends, Same thing
Yeah.
happens. I've just got the worst luck possible.
How
So I
many
apologize.
How many D20s have you purchased in the last 6 months because you're punishing them like it's their fault?
Like 7.
Good gravy. All right.
Once I sat there when I was traveling, and the lady at the desk let me take the thing of loose D20s and had a dice mat, and I just sat there and I rolled for a good 10 minutes, trying to find one that would work well.
So wait, you cursed all those other dice, but other more people are going to pick those up and buy them now that your touch of death has been involved. That's
That's not my problem.
No, that's vandalism. All right. I don't condone any of this. So the next day, you guys are all down in the commons. Are either of you especially early risers?
Lena's not an early riser.
Considering Xavier's salaryman go-getter attitude, I'd say he probably woke up at 6 a.m. Go for an early jog and then came back for breakfast.
Okay. So does he go back for breakfast with again, you have to pay for the vending machines, but boy, their prices are great. But there are also nice food stalls out there. They even have a future McDonald's, They got konbinis. I don't know if you know about Japanese convenience stores, konbinis, but,
Oh, yeah, I've been.
It's a beautiful, beautiful summer's day. Just the slightest bit of that tiny, almost humid, not quite a chill in the air, but as the sun crests the horizon, it starts to burn off. Brother, you feel really good. And even after your recent experience, what just happened? I was about to say it, but now I'm brain farting. But Xavier had something interesting occur.
Oh, you mean that misadventure?
Yeah.
Well,
you want to remind me?
Okay, for the showmates that would not be getting this right now, Xavier had kind of a small misadventure in trying to get back home after he had seen in a passing news broadcast Sailor Mimas and Midas giving a post-battle interview, and Xavier realizing, oh crap, I missed a fight, I need to get home. So after he had seen them use their legally distinct instant transmission, he decided to use his own teleportation powers, not really knowing how to use them. And with the luck of the dice, Xavier.
I tried so hard to help you. I tried so hard to help you, and it almost worked. That was miraculous. I love so hard that happened.
Just a quick reminder, all of our our Senshi powers occur after transformation. So Xavier had to transform into Sailor Atlas, who then had to attempting to teleport all the way back home, not knowing how to, and wound up teleporting to her old apartment that has now been inhabited by one of another coworker from Dyson 13, and it was brief yet still very embarrassing encounter for the as of yet undebuted soldier Senshi, and at least on the second die roll she was able to make it back home.
Yeah, that was a magical moment. So sorry, wow, I didn't mean to cackle. Honest to God, I didn't. So all I said was, look, what is okay. you're a smart character. Xavier's a smart guy. I'm gonna give him almost every opportunity to not mess this up. And I said to myself, okay, well, Snake Eyes, that's a little low. What's the okay? All you got to do is to not roll a 1 and a 2, and here's the it's not called a DC, but here's the number you're supposed to hit. And he rolls a 1 and a 2, and I'm like, oh, that's okay. You make it, and then you're like, oh, wait a second, my mind is 1 point too low. It was 1 point lower than I thought it was, so he didn't. And so then I don't know if anyone here has seen The American Office, but the gym that is Xavier teleported into the new home of Dwight Schrute, who is really excited about what just happened and has run his mouth a lot at work the next day.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The teleportation was on top of the breakfast table, which was one of those low Japanese tables that he was sitting at. And honestly, you might need therapy after what just happened, Xavier. But you've probably needed therapy for a while.
Well, something down the line.
Don't worry about it. It'll be okay.
We'll just go ahead and slap that sticky note on the tiny, tiny refrigerator.
It's cool. We have expendable income now.
So much. Absolutely. Like, if you guys have family, Christmas is going to be amazing this year. I assume you guys do. That'll be a fun thing to think about for the future, as a matter of fact. We never even touched on it. In any case, the next day, Xavier comes back. Lena takes her time sleeping in. And likewise, yesterday, she finds Stella downstairs reading the newspaper, but she's less pensive than in that picture, he said, pointing at his monitor like you could see. Because yesterday was great success. And despite the shyness that she experienced, as soon as Lena comes down, she greets her very warmly, and she's got a lot of pride and enthusiasm. And then Xavier comes in moments afterward, and unless either of them are like all tongue-tied still, a lot of friendly banter gets engaged with, talking about the day, talking about going and doing that big display that Peep has set up, and how she's just so proud of working with you guys.
Aw, that's cute.
Well, she thinks the world of you. Anything in particular you guys do in reaction to this or plan to do before the mission?
Not specifically. Lena's been hyper focused. She's making a costume right now, which is what she was working on the other night. And so she's kind of heavily focusing on that, so she's not anxious about the flight. So she's not preparing at all.
Okay, is it still a Is it still a cosplay of Sailor Mimus?
No, the one she was working on last night is a character who is a cat girl. She was making a headband. She's working on a Sailor Mimus cosplay as well, but she's currently working on the cat girl cosplay.
All right, she either has the wherewithal, the kindness, or the luck to not work on it in front of her.
Yeah, I think it would be the luck. She wouldn't consider that.
Aww. She's such a cute little Aspie. I love Lena. She's great. Xavier, how about you? You just chilling, having some coffee, and waiting until Peep comes back? Remember, he's not going to come back until about halfway through the day. So, kick it around town, transform and fly around and see if you can be a Spider-Man. You know what I mean? A friendly neighborhood Sailor Scout.
That is true. While they were together, I feel like Xavier would have brought up the possibility of, say, spitballing ideas of how the flight/patrol would go. Maybe even coming up with combinations using different attacks or aspects. Really, just depending on what everyone else was feeling, but beyond that, he was probably just gonna try and get some practice flight in secret, just so he doesn't have a repeat of yesterday's events.
All right. If he has any like enthusiastic ideas about combinations, anything like that, he has Stella's full attention. It seems almost like she's been waiting for somebody to, in a way, tell her what to do. She is not. Oh, well, Musclehead is mean, isn't it? But if he has any ideas, she is way into being the sounding board. So, instantly, every one of the three of you is kind of finding a good dynamic. Are we going to go ahead and say that it's pretty much conversation and maybe a walk around and then lunchtime?
Sure.
I'd be fine with that.
Bitchin'. All right. So, Pete eventually shows up when you guys are all, go ahead and say, unless Lena is too shy to go out somewhere, you guys are hanging out, you're having lunch, and you're having a good time at a bar, and it's a kind of one of those bar restaurants, and you guys are banting and having fun, and then in through the door comes Peep, and he's the cute little guy in the lower left hand, who, by the way, I don't mind telling y'all, I based on an eyeball beholder that I cooked up about 20 years about 20 years ago, who was someone's familiar and acts not that dissimilar. I cop to these things.
Peep's cute.
I appreciate that. Right, guys, he says, then he claps his little metal hands together, but somehow it still sounds like a regular human clap. How are we feeling today? You're looking good.
Thanks. Feeling okay.
Hey, I just want to tell you again. He walks up and he kind of starts massaging Lena's shoulders a little bit. He's not a human, so it feels way less weird. He's kind of like one of those mall massage chairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Lena kind of freezes up.
We are so impressed and so proud of how things are going so far. I talked to Shibosa-san, and already, I just absolutely. Then he reaches over and he puts one of his metal arms around Xavier and one of his metal arms around Lena, and just kind of leans in. So you guys are both pushed against a metal cheek. We're gonna do such great work. Pat, pat, pat. He's kind of ignoring poor Stella a little bit, but maybe she's had her attention.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I hope.
yeah. Sorry. As long as the people upstairs are happy, I suppose.
See, absolutely. Your attitude is amazing. Gift certificate. Out of his mouth, he prints like an Applebee's / Texas Roadhouse / Chili's gift certificate, and he hands it to you. It came out of his mouth.
Oh, wow. Thanks. I guess this should be expected.
More where that came from, buddy. You saw him eat noodles with that mouth yesterday. Do you take the gift certificate?
He will gingerly take it from the receptacle and just remember to wash his hands after.
The receptacle, I love that. You know what? If you had said orifice, I would have given you bonus points. But that's wonderful. So, next time you go to that A5 Wagyu place, 50% off, whatever. So here's what's gonna happen, friends. He scoots over and he drifts in front of you guys. The three of you, we're gonna go to the Badlands and fly over a few. See, I'm gonna talk in American terms. Eli, are you American?
I am, in fact, of the America, yes.
Great. So if I say miles, you won't act confused. I love that for me.
Yippee!
Yippee. Right on. So He gives you about 900 miles. And all you're going to do is you're going to fly along the Badlands, along that distance, and that's all. Look confident. A few aerial tricks. You're going to find ruins, of course. Pause. Now, the reason he said, of course, is this. If you remember, Dyson, which surrounds Saturn, has been around for a long time, and it has ruins, not all of which are just modern city ruins. No, there were actually a few societies that went way back and they wound up with like Grecian or old Japanese style buildings. All right. And it was a cultural thing, and the history of Dyson is way deeper than I can go over right now. Point is this: there are ruins between Dyson 13 and Dyson 12. A big part of that is because of the strip mining. Do you guys both get about the whole crystal thing inside of Saturn? You may have questions.
I think I get it.
Eli?
Seems reasonable.
Okay, wonderful. So y'all know that there are essentially mine shafts that go down into Saturn, which you guys know as pretty much superhumans. No, you are superhumans. You can survive in. You can go down there and you can fly around. And you can pick up those dark crystals for your wonderful Corpo Nation. Other people need specialized spacesuits because it is hostile down there. And if a mine goes awry, the protective shielding lets some of Saturn. I wish you could see my hands, dude. I do so much of this when I'm GMing. Come up from the planet and despoil the area. So, there is a very unpleasant area, about 50 to 100 miles. You know what? So many of the people who watch your streams, I'm not going to fuss with it right now, but I should have a converter.
Would you like me to make an MS Paint or something?
Oh, no, my point is when I give numbers, I want people to it. Okay. Also, that's a good idea for next time. Have happened. So it's like roughly 100 miles abroad and thousands of miles long. And what you guys are to do is to fly along it, look awesome, do a few aerial tricks in and amongst the ruins. The more exciting, the better. And Peep, you guys are kind of understanding as a really friendly, well-meaning, lovable, legitimately lovable. I don't want you guys to get the vibe that he is just using you. He likes you, okay? Robot might not understand the human need to adapt slowly. And you get the vibe from him that he thinks you guys can just do cool stuff, because if he was programmed to do cool stuff, he could. And humans are pre-programmed, right? So he wants you to be able to do aerial tricks, fly through old broken skyscrapers, fly in and amongst old Grecian-style ruins, and just look as amazing as possible. Have a big finish, bow to the cameras, and then teleport away, leaving both sides so impressed and amazed.
Oh, 1 second here. I'm going to send you guys something.
Sure.
Sorry, I just... Here. I put it in the Sailor Moon RPG chat.
Click.
Let's see if we can get this to work.
Oh, sick.
It's supposed to not need you to log in to draw things.
Oh, ding dang. I'll try again.
Mostly I'm adding it because it might help you, Kipster.
There's no helping me.
What was that noise?
That was me opening something called Blazing Eights. What's this? Access my username, avatar, and banner.
No.
This is a weird thing to share with me. No. Listen. If I click on this, it can send me direct messages and create commands. You're so helpful.
No. That is whatever you
No,
clicked on is
all
not
it
what I
needs-
sent.
No. Listen, all it
No,
needs is
no,
my
no.
bank account number.
Hey,
And
Kipster, I DM'd
What's
you the
good?
proper
What's
link.
up?
Please make sure you
Oh.
click on that.
What do you mean, man? I'm pretty excited about what I just. I'll click on your thing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Uh,
I got it.
it gives us cute little screen names. I'm Amused Snail, I think. And I see Serene Mongoose up there.
Serene Mongoose. That's cool. I look way more sinister than I oughta. I don't know how helpful this will be because I am a monkey. But I appreciate this.
Just in case you need to like describe what we're seeing or doing, like, because I know we're about to do a bunch of air stuff.
You know what? I actually do appreciate that. Here I am maximizing it. I love that. So here's 12. All right. Here's 13. And here is the Badlands. So now y'all dig it. Oh, Squid, thank you. That's wonderful. Can you erase your little swirly swirl, please?
Yeah, sure. 1 second. I should be able to do that.
Oh my gosh, this is fabulous. Okay.
There we go. Let me share this on stream real quick. I'll get rid of the other images.
Gotta say, this works great on the phone actually as well.
That's awesome.
You're using your phone? Outstanding. Okay, I thought your audio was maybe just like a little janky, but you being able to do this from a portable device, that's sick.
I am a minimalist at heart.
Okay, there we go. So, now this area here, and this is a little bit, let's say here actually, boom. That worked out well. Miles, okay. Which, by the way, to any of our non-American, is it just America that uses miles?
Pretty much. I think there are a few others, but we're kind of the ones that do it most of the time.
Okay, so for any of the non-freedom viewers in the audience, this is pretty darn far, and I reckon that's approaching 1,500 or so kilometers. And up yonder, indeed, is Dyson 12, and down here is Dyson 13, your home nation. And by the way, each of the Dyson nations, if you look at the size of Saturn, it's humongous. It goes 1 to 100. So each one of these is almost the surface area of Earth, guys.
That is hard to imagine.
Isn't it? I know!
That's nothing on you. That's just really hard to comprehend.
No, I mean that in the best possible way. You know, so many sci-fi shows, anime and otherwise, are like, oh, go across the universe. And I'm going, you know what? I haven't left America more than like twice.
Hello, Ultra American TTRPG. How you doing? And Baldy, too. Sorry. We're so wrapped up in stuff, I don't want to miss people.
No, don't be silly. Saying hi to new friends is the best part of this. So in any case, let me go ahead and refill this cup. Good Lord, it almost got empty, you guys.
Oh no.
Wait, already?
Listen, homie, I don't need no sass back.
One thing you'll learn about Kip.
No.
I'm not even going to finish the sentence.
No. I'm efficient. All right, so here is the starting zone. Boop, boop, boop. Each one of these rectangular areas are generally the heavily populated areas, cities, very, very huge. Each one about the size of New York. The little ditty dots here, residential, they count as cities as we understand them, but they're very nice places. They're more comfortable. It's the kind of place that you could see, in an anime or else in a show like Malcolm in the Middle. What a funny comparison. But I actually think that gives you guys the idea, doesn't it? It's like a whole hundreds of miles of nice neighborhood.
Okay. That sounds kind of
On a ro-
pleasant.
yeah, on a road trip, it's just a humdinger, man. You get nice restaurants and you get nice sometimes sites, and it's funny because they're manufactured. But they did a wonderful job doing so. Now these areas right here, this entire area, this is a mining city. This is where the real money is made. This is where the real danger comes from. And the residential areas, they have larger commutes. I think you guys get the idea, right?
Yeah, this helps a lot. So this is on like the what do I want to say, the wheel of the Dyson sphere.
This is on a wheel of the Dyson sphere.
Okay.
Remember,
There's
yeah,
many, but this
it's
is like on.
ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're looking at it from like the top view.
I think that mathematically speaking, there are 200 of these.
Okay.
Um, so it's big. And we'll just mirror that over here, right? So here we have uh these little ditty dots here, residential. Here is some, excuse me.
It looks like
Uh
a squid.
it does, well, yeah, no, that's on purpose, looks both ways. Um this is some of the area that's getting closer and closer to mining space. This is the actual series of mines. Now, in between here, many dit dot dot dot, and through here, there's yet more division, but it's fine. It's comfortable. In the middle here, a hole about the size of, I want to say, Korea, is a primary mine. So here, careful, careful, careful. Here, careful, careful. Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke here. This was the primary mine. So these, careful, careful. This, we go for it. We dig deep, and sometimes we dig too deep and too greedily. From these places, you guys don't know. You know what? All you really know is if one of these, um, in slang, this is a boil. And all you know is that if a boil pops, it's time to leave. And
Ew.
so this boil popped quite some time ago. And so you see all these nice dots, all these neighborhoods the size of uh England or so. Oh, a little smaller, but humongous. All this dead. No one's here anymore.
Oh,
We don't talk about it. Dot 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 dot, doesn't matter.
Oh,
Gone.
jeez.
You're
That's
flying across this.
huh. No, I don't like that.
Questions? Says Peep once you guys are back to the homestead. What can I do for you?
the way I'm seeing this, it's essentially just one big track that we're in, going in the straight line. We end up in the Badlands, and then bamf back home.
Pretty much, yeah, Peep says. Now, what we want to do is look fantastic. So here's how we look fantastic. We're not going to, of course, have you start here. Do you guys see my cursor when I move it, by
Yeah.
the way? You,
Oh yeah.
this is the best thing. Squid. Oh, you're so smart. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, I figured this would help a lot.
So here, says Peep, is where we're going to have you teleport to. And it's in a comfortable vehicle, and it is going to, just for a little while, to make sure nothing, happens upon us. And by the way, guys, this distance is roughly that, well, let's say 70-ish miles, give or take. You get the idea. And he goes, we're going to take this up to the very edge of the Badlands. You will then, from there, use your teleportation ability to start from here and end over here. While you are making that trip, we are going to be going this way. So, after you have spent enough time looking fantastic, doing fantastic things, we will be there for the pickup. Gigantic bonus, homeward bound for you. Any questions?
What are the odds that we're gonna run into things that want to kill us?
Peep blinks and then gives you a double thumbs up. I don't know.
Oh. Huh.
I
I
want.
guess.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I guess that comes with the territory of the new job, of course. Given that Stella, uh, you've certainly had busy few days, weeks, months. I
Couple
assumed it
months.
has been.
You guys know it's been about 2.5 months since Sailor Mimas started making the news. Says the GM. Yeah. Well, Mimas shrugs and then rubs the back of her neck. Actually, I haven't done any real exhibitions. My job itself has kind of been the exhibition. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure this will be fun. And then Pete holds up a finger. Actually, special job for you. He points at Stella, who blinks and says, "What?" You have to go right now. I just got a message, and I guess that there is a Yoma attacking a tourist resort about 300 miles away from here, and we need someone to handle it. So, Peep blinks, and then when his eye opens, you guys see a monstrous individual who looks like they're half bat, half hang glider, attacking people who are trying to escape a zip line. This is your problem. The exhibition, he points at the two of you, one arm each, is your problem.
Oh.
Oh God. Um,
All you got to do is fly around and look pretty. And the way he blinks is in such a way as to somehow you understand it's supposed to be a wink.
I guess if we've gotta.
Stella goes, but I have to. What? He goes, you gotta go. She immediately transforms. She clocks in. She looks at the two of you and shrugs really apologetically, and then teleports away.
It's okay. We'll manage, right? We'll manage.
we can always. Well, she did suggest the idea of shifts, so I guess we can workshop that.
That sounds fantastic to me, says Peep. The sort of thing we can talk about after this, though. Any other questions before you guys clock in and we start being amazing?
If it gets too dangerous and we have to leave to make sure we survive, Lena looks super nervous. Uh do we lose the pay?
Well, what do you mean leave? Says Peep, steepling his little metal hands.
Well, if something happens and we run into an enemy that's too strong for the two of us to fight, can't we just teleport away?
That's stinking thinking. None of that. None of that, buddy. Come on now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I hate to say it, Midas, but I feel like if something does show up, bonus to the exhibition would be to finish it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. And
It'll be great.
All right, says Peep. So, if you both have no further questions, let's clock in and you can teleport to these coordinates. His eye changes shape, and you notice that the coordinates he gives you are several hundred miles away from where you're supposed to be. And then they click over several more hundred miles, and then they click over. This seems to give you about a range of roughly 100 miles per teleport.
So we could potentially teleport nowhere near each other.
Only intentionally. If you follow the map that Peep has laid out for you, you feel very confident you can make it there.
Okay. All right. We'll do it. We'll do it.
Yes, Xavier will trust the numbers. Numbers are good when they are not up to chance.
Numbers have never let him down. Name one time.
It was
Can't
in
do
logistics.
it. A single tear could possibly roll down your cheek. All right. So, I'm assuming you clock in?
Let's clock in. Pachoo.
Atlas power clock in. Transformation sequence.
I wish I was rich enough to make sure everyone got their own. You know
Isn't
what I
that
mean?
honestly? I was looking on VGen for. I found some YCHs I might get commissioned for
No
animation
way!
stuff. Not full transformations, but enough that it would be a visual representation.
Like a slideshow? That's such a good idea.
I'll show you what I found after everything, after the session today.
Yo, that's completely thrilling. I love that. All right, guys. So
Let's do it.
you do your amazing transformation sequence, and then, unless I'm mistaken, you follow the map that's laid out. Yes?
Yeah, we will follow. I'm pretty sure that we're both down to follow this map. I'm me being Lena. Lena is scared to veer off course at all because she's nervous that she's going to run into another monster. Her trip to the mall had her run into a monster. She's terrified.
By the way, Xavier, you get the impression that Peep has no idea that you showed up at your old home and showed off to your coworker.
Okay, I wouldn't say showed off, but Atlas is just thinking right now, okay, latitude, longitude, latitude, longitude. Do not give into the abstract.
What I need from you, he said, steepling his fingers and staring at the screen. And this is terrible news for you. What I need from you is for Squidorable to roll a 4.
Oh dear.
Squid, you got the dice?
I got the dice. All right.
I believe.
So a D6, do I add anything to it?
You will roll. Actually, hang on a second. Move. You will be adding the mind of Xavier. What's your mind?
That is a 4.
So what I need from you is to roll 2d6, and I'm going to add 4 to that.
All right, I'll add it in here. 2d6 plus 4, let's go.
Wind up like you
de-transform
14 and appear in the middle of Saturn somehow.
Total of 14.
Oh, thank God.
I know, right? That was a really high roll.
Oh, and by the way, you just blew that. It's all going to be garbage for the rest of the day.
Oh, I thought you meant that I failed. Okay, good. No. I wasted it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you just wasted.
Yes, our luck has run out.
she just spent it, but in a way, it saved your life. So that first teleport is
Yay.
good, and it's so cool. Every teleport you make is at the height of a wonderful skyrise. And you get a chance to look out the windows. Oh my God, every city is New York, LA, Tokyo, etc. Not exactly, mind you, but it hits you at some point, guys. You're at the top of the world with this. It is, from a selfish point of view, you're done with life. You have made it. You are a made man and a made woman. Every place you bamf to is stellar. And every place you go to, by the way, there's Peep to talk to if you have any questions.
Mm-hmm.
None?
No, Lena.
None so far. He's
No,
just
yeah.
taking it in.
Lena's
Great.
a little confused, a little surprised.
It's a little bit startling the way the the way the weather changes as you go. However, soon enough, you find yourselves in this fantastically comfortable, large-ish. See, this is why I was looking up the word Winnebago. That is showing you a very comfortable, and it's a very strange place. You guys have never been here before, because the edge of D13 and the Badlands, it's a drop-off. It's lovely, lovely, lovely hell. The Badlands you can see in the distance from the window, and it's only brown, black, gray, darker brown, aggressive winds. With your enhanced vision, you guys suddenly realize you can see things better. And you know what? On deeper consideration, smell, taste, touch, all just a hair better. You are superhuman. You can see ruins. One thing that looks like half a skyscraper. Little bits and bobs here and there. So you've now appeared inside your space Winnebago, which is now driving toward the edge of the Badlands. Peep says, it's going to be fine. All we need is for you to start from here. He points at the map and end here. We had expected Mimas to be with you, but she's not.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want me to do? Is there anything? He leans in, actually, because there are people, like human beings, manning this vehicle. He leans in, and you get this impression that, like, there's affection from his eye. And so he leans in, and he says, I have no idea what happens if you fail. I hope you don't. If you do, and you try too hard, and harm befalls you, is there anything you want me to tell anyone?
Oh, we're getting deep.
Yeah. Oh.
He looks serious, by the way. As serious as a robot with one eye looks. You get the vibe from his voice. Guys, by the way, Peep is your friend. He's kind of dorky. He is not just a corpo monkey.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I've never really thought much about that. I don't know. Lena just kind of twiddles her thumbs. I'm sorry, Midas.
Well, it's true. You are Midas right now. What a great point, actually. Thank you for catching. I would not have.
Well, Atlas will step in and say, well, we did our best, and no, actually, we'll see you soon, because this is going to be great.
Peep double snaps and points at you with one hand. I don't know if my actual double snap made it through my microphone.
It did.
I love your moxie. If things happen to go awry to either of you, we are going to send the entirety of your paychecks to your emergency contacts. Good?
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's not
good.
going to go bad. It's not going to. But if it does, all right, good luck. And so, nothing else, guys. I'm assuming you're going to fly to the starting area. Am I right?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's earn our wings.
Outstanding. All right, so you guys fly around to the edge of the map that Kipster has lost because his brain is a delicious walnut. Here it is. Okay.
Alt tab, alt tab.
You lost me! I did! Thank you. Have fun. Okay. Eli, you're a fun guy. I'm so happy that you're joining this little group.
I know, it's
Oh yeah,
exciting.
streaming is fun. I completely forgot this is a live stream that will be seen by people.
No, you know what? To heck with that. It's a little group of homies, and welcome and be comfortable and stay comfortable. All right. So, up you go to, if you recall, the first cityscape. And you notice, with your heightened senses, other folk may not have. There are dozens upon dozens upon dozens of twinkling little lights. They're about the size of what you would notice as fireflies in your regular human forms, but they're from both sides. You can tell. There are, let's go ahead and call them fireflies from D13 and fireflies from D12. And they are going to be watching you pointedly. There's no great announcement. There's no ladies and gentlemen, and nor would you have expected it, because of course we're going to fix it in post. That's the rule for this sort of thing. So then, on you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Out hecking standing. What I'm going to need from you is a couple things. How daring do you intend to be? And I'm going to ask you 1 through 12. And also, give me a quick second to look at this. How often do you intend to be daring through each part?
Okay.
Well, considering Atlas is a bit sturdier, no offense, Midas, but she's a little bit sturdier with body 7, so I think a 6 would be appropriate. You know, not too crazy, just to start things off. Give him a little show.
Rock and roll. All right. How about you, Midas?
Midas is going to be kind of conservative with her displays
Okay.
because she's not the most athletic person. She's awkward at the best of times. So she's
Even
gonna
though just soloed a Yoma, that doesn't impact her thought.
not too much. No, she's nervous about potential dangers.
Sure.
One thing she will do though is I would like to use her staff to create effects because she can polymorph things with it. She can transmutate, transmute, transmutate, transmute.
Friend good, friend dark. Right.
There's no reason that she couldn't, in theory, transmute, say, air into smoke or glitter as she soars through the air. Things like that.
Okay,
You get what I'm saying?
I'm steepling my hands and I'm thinking. So the rule with your staff is this. If you burn it hard, you need to make a new invention before you can burn it hard again. Do you understand what I mean by this?
Yes.
Okay. For everyone else, if she really cuts loose with her staff. If she turns the ground beneath the feet of intense monster to mud and then locks them there with it becoming concrete, if she uses her adorable ability to change color, sorry. I just noticed you doing that.
Sorry. I pressed a button. I forgot it was a hotkey.
If it's really impressive and really important, it will make her burn out the staff. It's gone. She'll need to make a new invention to the best of her ability, which she can then burn out, and that will also involve, beg your pardon, dice being rolled. My question is this, because we're speaking in very general terms: are you willing to burn your staff out?
No.
I dig it. Okay. Can I get a 2d6 from each of you?
In what stat?
Thank you so much for asking. And what I meant by that is spirit.
Spirit. So soul?
Beg your pardon. Yes, thank you so much. Soul.
All right.
And then following your soul, it's going to take mind.
All right. I will roll my soul and then my mind, and then I will ask for Eli's. Okay?
Sounds great.
All right. So here's the soul. That is a 12.
Not bad. Okay.
And then we'll do the mind for me,
Luckily, your soul and mind are quite
which is a
strong.
15.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, Eli, what's your soul?
My soul is at 7.
All right, we'll roll for soul for Eli. That's a 17. And what is your mind at?
That is a cool 4.
Oh no!
12!
Oh, thank God.
Not so bad, right?
Not the greatest. I'll
Oh.
tell you what though. What's your body, Eli?
That is also a 7.
Okay. Can you roll body, please?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. But this amazing, and I'm so happy you made it, map program I didn't expect, I'm going to be making use of, and I'm going to be a little sloppy with. Okay.
That's a 13.
13.
Awesome. Okay. So, Sailor Midas, you make it through at one point, and you do a wonderful job of, at the last instant, turning a wall from a skyscraper. Incidentally, guys, both of you notice a few things, and it isn't pleasant. These skyscrapers, not all the people made it out.
Ugh.
There are a few bodies, and they are not all. As a matter of fact, none of them seem to have died in their office chairs. Many of them are office buildings. Some of them are trying to protect other dead people. Some of them are trying, well, not that you're forensic scientists, right? But you can tell some died by an elevator. Whatever went down here is not something that you are happy went down here.
Gruesome.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely
rough.
it is. At one point, Sailor Midas, you are about to slam into a wall, but you manage to use your staff and your wits and a little bit of panache you didn't know that you had, but maybe comes from your cosplaying hobby, to turn a wall you're about to slam into what do you want it to be? Doves? You want it to be mush? You want it to be something else?
Midas is hungry, so she thinks of mashed potatoes.
You chose one of the messiest possible options, but sure. If you open your mouth as you fly through it, you get lunch. And
Yay!
by the way, they're buttered and salted and peppered to just perfectly.
Hooray!
You
Lunch is
are
served.
weird. going to be all like, why do we still have homeless people? Turn dog crap into potatoes. I dig it. All right. No, I like it. So then, Sailor Atlas, you come upon a wall that seems to just fly up in your face, and it's got no business being there. And then it feels... dude, I never realized how emotive I am with my hands when I DM. This is wild.
Oh, 1 second. I'm just going to interrupt briefly. Thank you so much, Astrostar, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the show.
Hello, new friend.
Sorry, didn't mean to pop it. I just figured now was better than when you're in the middle of description. Continue.
No, it's totally fine, especially if they try to sell you art. Anyhow. Sailor Midas, just... Okay, Eli, clench your fist and just flex as hard as possible. Raw! Because through the steel and concrete, you just smash like you did it on purpose, and you make it look good.
As if there was any doubt.
Exactly. And you feel pretty good, incidentally.
Almost as good as when I punched that Yoma in the face.
There you go. It's all pretty fly so far. So this area, boom, done. On
Hell
to
yeah.
the next area.
Let's do it.
The regular mining facility. Here, it looks a little bit more grim. Let's go ahead and say that the first area that you went through, let's call it Raccoon City-ish, right? Let's call this area if Raccoon City and Silent Hill had a baby. It's an utter nightmare.
Sounds awful.
It completely is. Think of something awful, and it's not something awful.
You knew where my mind was going.
No, it's where my mind. Yeah, no, I went there too.
Think of Lotex.
Rest in peace, Lotex. You, without you, who knows where we'd be. In any case, this is terrible. Let me go ahead and I have to roll something, guys.
Uh-oh.
That's not good for us.
Close. No, you made it. You made it.
Good.
Can I get another mind and soul roll from each of you? Squid, you go first. Dude, Eli, her making body into a dump stat kind of helped a lot in this instance. I don't see it in your screen yet. Okay. Good. So that was your mind, yes? Oh, what the heck? All right. So, Squid, your option at this point is, do you want to just fly and look agile, or do you want to change something into something else? If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Yeah,
oh God! Oh no! I've been talking this whole time.
You run into a wall. Time's up.
No! Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, it feels so stupid. I was all excited. If I'm gonna show off, like if I feel confident enough that I can show off a little bit, I may as well do that.
Absolutely. So, no transmutation, strictly agility.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Meanwhile, Sailor Atlas, what have you got for us? Off the rip, we need soul. Then second to that, we need mind.
All right. Was Soul 7 for you?
7, yes.
Okay.
Roll well.
Here it is. 17.
Nice.
And
Okay.
then
Yes, please. Mind.
mind was mind also 7?
+4.
4. Okay. 1 second. 3, 4. Roll.
Oh, roll, come on.
12.
Okay. So, you have rolled well enough with Soul to have complete control of where your energy is going to lead you. When it comes to mind, as you approach an obstacle, you now get the opportunity to decide what to do with it. If you decide you'd like to break it, I will then ask for body.
Breaking it. This would mean
Looking like the Incredible Hulk versus looking like you are really good at dodging stuff. Because, if you break this, it is concrete laced with titanium. You will look absolutely unstoppable.
concrete, you say?
Yes, sir.
Know what? I feel like this hasn't been used enough yet in this game. What would you say to me using my aspects to just push instead of breaking, pushing outwards into just like a there I go using my hands, just a jagged hole where it would be jutting out, like I just jump through it like I'm Toph.
I love creativity. So, to understand you, you'd like to make it look like you'd used your monkey strength, or do you mean you want to break through the concrete and then just wreck the girders?
I'd say the former.
Okay. I love the idea. If you do so, it will make the need for a body roll significantly lower. So I need a soul roll from you.
All right, that'll
I love
be
creativity. It's so much lower.
2d6
Squid, go
plus
ahead and
7.
roll. Yeah, Squid.
All right, let's do
7.
it. 2d6 plus 7.
Yep.
18.
Oh, we needed a 16, and you crushed it.
Hell yeah.
Right. So you turn the concrete in front of you into, what do you want to turn it into? Anything fun, or just garbage, just sludge?
Okay, so the way I'm imagining it is, you remember the Bewilderbeast from How to Train Your Dragon 2, its ice breath attack where it's all spiky and shit? I
Dude,
just
you're gonna
want...
shame me like this? I never saw that.
Oh no!
You know what? He fails! No, it's fine.
So
Okay.
as Atlas is coming through the wall in girders, it just follows her through, and where you would think would be just a gaping crater is now just an array of spikes and stalactites just sticking out, trailing behind her, as if reaching for her, grasping just out of reach as she flies off into the next area.
That's outstanding. What
That's
is your
cool.
body level?
Body is at 7.
Perfect. That's what I needed. You put out your arms as though to clothesline. Each one hits a girder. You do this. You come through head first like the juggernaut. You smash through, and behind you, the building starts to collapse.
Okay, at least this area isn't populated.
Absolutely isn't. It looks amazing. Slow motion Godzilla kaiju level destruction smashes down behind you in slow motion. The Firefly cameras follow you. You feel kind of confident that this probably went pretty well. Beck, this might be the biggest high you've ever had in your life. The dust follows you, but before it has a chance to come near enveloping you, you have flown past it. Guys, I want you to understand, you are slightly nerfed. No, okay, fair enough. You are extremely nerfed Superman. which is still pretty humongous. All right. So you guys have absolutely shredded, but now we're here. And you feel, just as human beings, as just sentient creatures, something that is the opposite of drawing you to this. This right here, you shouldn't be here. No part of you should be here. Why are you
Oh,
here?
we're at the boil.
You're at the boil. Oh God. Oh, I shouldn't be here. I'm alive. I have a soul. I shouldn't be here. As you fly up toward that, something flies up from that. I have a picture to send to Squid now.
Oh. That's not good news.
Some might say that's probably bad news.
One might say, newsly wise, not the best of it.
Where's the picture, Eggman?
I can't tell you. I can't finish that. It's right here. Take a slice. It's right here. Take a slice.
All right. Let's see here. Let me just add it in.
Yep, yeah.
That's spooky.
A little bit. Don't you just hate how that looks? Like, no, it looks great for what I want, but don't you just hate it?
Joy.
There it is.
All right.
Its eyes are
Here I
kind
am.
of cute.
Kind of cute. Give it a little smooch. All right. So it comes flying straight up toward Sailor Midas. Sailor Midas, can I please get a body check from you?
Uh-oh. A body check, huh?
Absolutely. Enjoy that.
12. Oh my gosh, I'm rolling decently all day today so far.
Yeah, this is bizarre. Changes encounter. Oh, hang on. All right, you barely dodged this thing. It flies up in front of you. Malice, hate, death, anything you can think of that you don't want to feel, you feel. It flies up directly in front of you. You manage to peel away to the side. Still above you by about 200 feet. It gazes down and it laughs. And now it's time for initiative, my friends.
Oh God.
How do we do initiative again?
Well, that is going to be 2d6, and then to that we add our combat roll.
Ladies first.
All right.
Oh, here goes that. No.
11 for me. What's your combat roll?
Just one moment. Getting the sheet. That is 6 for me.
6 for you.
Oh, the dice were nice to this horrible monster.
That's a 14 for Eli.
Not bad. Not bad. Man, it's so interesting to see how bad a garbage body roll can be in a fight, huh?
So I assume that I did really badly.
Well, I mean, you got an 11. What do you want from me? All right. So, it wins initiative.
That's no good.
And then I, out of excitement, throw a d6 behind me. But that's fine. That's why I keep spares.
Don't throw your dice around. That's bad luck.
You're not the boss of me. All right. So, can I get a body roll from you, please? You're going to lose this.
An 8.
Yeah, I was going to say, just roll it for the sound it makes, but yours don't make sounds.
Yes, they do.
As though I ever have volume on Twitch. Anyhow, it flies down toward you, and it makes no noise, but its mouth is open, and you feel it scream. It extends its arm, which it rakes across you. It stings, but it's numb, but it burns. And from that, you are going to be taking, let me roll the damage here, 7 damage.
I have 4 HP left, so I shriek. This screws me up pretty bad.
Yeah, there's blood. It goes across the front of your beautiful Sailor Senshi uniform, and you realize suddenly and deeply, this is not a weeaboo Yoma.
This is very different. Okay. So I scream for help and immediately try to back off, but I don't know if that's possible. I can heal myself, but
That'll probably be your turn.
yeah.
Who had the 14? Was it Atlas?
I believe so.
Yes,
That sounds
yes.
right. I dig it. All right. Atlas, so you see, essentially, let's be honest, your cute roommate who's kind of a nerd and very likable, and you've spent time talking to her, and like, you're not super tight, but you want to be. You see this claw fly across her, and a beautiful crescent of blood sails behind it. You have never seen or heard about these things. What is this? It's your turn.
Oh shit! Midas fail, and
Sorry.
Atlas will just gun it straight towards this fucking parademon from the warp. Apparently, literally crawled out of the pit, and
Yes.
okay, I'm trying to see what is the environment looking right, or are we? This is just open air right now.
If you were a human, even in a spacesuit right now, you'd be getting slapped around so hard that if you had a bazooka, you'd have a hard time aiming. You are a Sailor Senshi. You can hit this if you want.
Okay, I will attempt to hit it with my main attack. So I'll just get right up into its grill and go, get away. And I'll do an Atlas Cross Crush as I, instead of normally placing my well stomped foot onto the ground, it will be straight into this thing's mug.
That is an intense idea. I love it. It sounds awesome. I'm going to give you a +1 bonus. By the way, Lord help you, to whatever Squid is about to roll.
Hey, I could roll
'Cause
good.
I just rolled pretty solidly, but it's not impossible to beat.
What do we add to that?
You're going to add body to that.
All right. Body and then +1. So what's your body, Eli?
That is 7, but by that +1, do you mean an additional die?
Yes.
Oh!
Okay, so it's 3d6 plus 7.
Oh,
And
I
then
just
you-
rolled
but-
2d6.
However, that means you remove the lowest one. So
Okay,
that's fine.
let me roll everything properly here.
You know what? Since I'm so nice, I'll let you.
Why, thank you, Kip.
Even though I could say no, just roll one more d6. You know what? I'll let you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh wait, body and not combat?
I'm so sorry, but you're right. It is combat.
Okay, so it's +6 then.
All right, so I rolled.
I saw it was a 5, a 6, and a 2, so that would be 17 total.
Good.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yay!
This thing double swipes at you, and anyone else, any normal person, the strongest space marine would be at death's door after this. You are stunned by yourself because you sidestep each swipe, and then how did you want to deliver this attack?
This would be a high kick into a stomp right into, like, onto the bridge of its nose.
Good gravy. All right. So that's going to do some damage. Give me a second. I am changing a few things up about this game as written, guys. Just, oh my God. All right. So you catch it that way, and the bad news is this. You take a point of damage as its teeth go into the middle of your foot through your boot. The good news is the rest of its teeth just explode straight upward. And alongside that, one of its eyes, he said, continually pointing at his head, is broken like a shattered jack-o'-lantern. The darkness inside.
Sick souvenir.
Yeah, it's gross. Don't touch it. The pink, just aggression and malice inside just screams at your human spirit, but you have badly harmed it. It doesn't have a face that's expressive enough to show surprise. You just feel it. Midas, you're up.
Okay, now that I am a distance away, I am going to heal myself because I am near death. I am bleeding out everywhere.
Relevant point of interest.
Mhm.
Atlas is now between you and it.
Yes. I figured that would probably make it easier, so I'm not going to go too far. Just far enough to stop and stop the bleeding.
I see. Okay,
So
you don't. Okay, I dig it. Go for it.
I want to
I mean,
help.
good luck getting past me.
So the maximum amount of health returned is equal to the attribute level, which is 10. So I heal myself for 10 points of damage.
Rock and roll. You feel zestfully clean.
That'll bring me back up to full health. And then I kind of grab my staff and get ready. That'll be my turn.
That might be the most pain you've ever felt in your life.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure that was like incomprehensible. Like not incomprehensible, but I am unable as a person to comprehend it in real life here. So
Yeah, tonight's nightmares are going to be super saucy. Enjoy those in advance. Okay, so now it is this unnamed strange monster's turn, and it's just all too excited to engage in combat with this how dare she lady that harmed it. Here we go. I roll now. Oh, do I want to keep that 6? It landed on something funny. Do you have anyone in chat that's active right now in YouTube?
I don't know who's around. Anybody around in chat?
If anybody in chat says no, I will re-roll this. 1s to keep, 2s to re-roll. Anybody?
I don't know. Our viewers might be just hanging out and lurking.
Eli,
Going
get ready
once,
for the
going
key card.
twice.
I'm keeping it. I'm so sorry, homie. All right. I need a combat roll from you.
Combat 7 for you?
6.
Oh, good luck. Roll really well, Squid.
10.
That will not do it. Okay, so just a second, please. Got it. It flies up, and this is another terrifying moment. It buries some of its claws, not all the way up. Your organs are still fine. But into the middle part of you, Sailor Atlas, and it snarls into your face. Take 3 damage.
Okay, I am at 11 health. Okay, this is manageable.
It is. It is. And again, you're still getting you. I'm going to keep talking about this for a little while until it really sinks in to the story, to the players. As a human man, even as a dude, you think for sure this thing would have gone through you. You feel it stop. Not that it's a great feeling. Just past your abs. and there is blood, but it is now your turn.
Alrighty. What to do? I just smashed this thing's face open, yet he's still kicking. I guess my only solution is to kick him yet again with a Atlas Cross Crush.
Do it to it. Good luck.
Okay, reeling back from the pain, she will just almost like a roundhouse kick right into. I'm aiming for its shoulder right now. If at least one of those arms goes down, maybe it will be discouraged and buzz off from here.
Okay. Well, I rolled fairly poopy, so you have a
Squid,
serious
please.
shot.
Just please.
All right.
Squid, you have one job.
All right, 2d6 plus...
Body. I'm sorry,
6.
Combat.
Knock on wood. 18, rolled 2 6s.
Oh,
Yo! All right. So not only do you do that, but you have the opportunity, if you're so inclined, to grab its horns and cram your foot down its throat for this attack.
oh, eat your heart out, Savini. Let's do that.
You do, and not only are hearts eaten out, your foot goes through it. All this pink evil darkness shoots from your body, and not like from you, but away from you. You feel like a driving force of light as this thing shrieks. You grab its jaws like a phone book on the way through, and you just rip it in half. It's pretty dead.
Okay, now I need to start drawing again.
That's amazing. Dude, I can't believe that. That thing almost killed me in one hit. I thought we were screwed.
Well done. Well rolled.
That's awesome.
Yo, 2d6 is a crit. What can I say? All right. So the energy, the blackness, the darkness, the awfulness, just the grimness, it clings to you, your leg, your boot for just a minute, and then it just drifts away into the Saturn winds. What next?
Aw, I thought we were gonna. I was hoping to parade around with that a little bit, but yeah, Midas, are you good?
I'm okay. She doesn't sound like she's certain about it, but everything, her garments are really cut up badly, but her skin seems healed under all the blood. She seems to not be lying about being okay. She's just in a lot of shock right now.
Shock is practically a perfect word.
I'm all right.
Yeah. Considering Marine Kitagawa just got slashed by Freddy Krueger, yeah, we'll take that as a win. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You know what? You're shocked as well, Sailor Midas. Again, well, you should be in shock if you were a human. That hurt like crap. You shook it off. And then you watched your, well, I guess, coworker turn this thing into smoke. However, guys, out of your peripheral vision, from your olfactory senses, your ears, you do hear, feel, see, there is some creeping movement beneath you. It might not be an awful idea to continue your cool flyby.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go. Bye, Boyle. Bye-bye. Hopefully never again.
Pew!
Let that be a lesson to you.
Hi, Zhuang. We are playing Soldier Lune. It's a Sailor Moon style RPG.
Okay, guys. Beautifully done. Yo, all I need is another couple rolls.
All right.
So, yes, please. You want to do it? You want to go first?
Body or rather, mind and soul, right?
First. Yeah, that's right. Mind and then body. I'm so sorry. Mind and then soul. Sorry, I'm just kind of jazzed about how that fight went. Really well done, Eli.
Yeah, telepathically, Atlas is just saying, okay, maybe let's cut it back. Maybe just some rainbow effects or something. Like pretend we have streamers behind us. Hopefully nothing more like that
No,
happens.
in your mind, you can just see Peep losing his mind being proud of you guys. Okay, so your mind was great. Your soul was less so. By the way, Squid, just so you know, your flowers are in front of your character sheet.
Yeah, that'll happen. Sorry, I can scroll as needed.
So you use your mind to just make it smoothly through, but your soul doesn't really impact it, and that was your, your pizzazz. But you're kind of still hyperventilating. Well, not hyperventilating, but you're shook. You know
Question
what
mark fan service? Because I did just get my uniform torn to shreds. So maybe
I mean?
that'll give me a bonus with the cameras, right?
Oh.
I'm a
That's a good
cosplayer.
call.
I'm a cosplayer. I know this
So,
kind of
You're
stuff.
Padme.
Yeah, this is exactly like Padme.
So like at the last possible instant, at the last microsecond, since your brain is super, you turned just so. So if this had to happen, it would happen sexily.
Ooh woo.
Woo. That is that's
Ooh woo
Sailor Midas's
flyby.
battle cry. Ooh woo. Okay. Alrighty, but so you don't have the desire, opportunity, or need to roll body. Meanwhile, Sailor Atlas, what's on your mind?
Okay, Atlas is kind of still a bit selfishly on a high after just killing this parademon from the deepest pit, but
Wouldn't be. Yeah.
she was somewhat concerned, considering Midas nearly just got gutted in front of her. But yeah, hopefully she's just gonna use this extra adrenaline to just pummel through whatever's coming up next.
Okay, so the way that'll work is I'm going to ask you for soul first, followed by mind, and the way this is going to be is your soul is your connection with your senshi ship, I guess I could call it, followed by your mind to pick out the place that is most appealing for the cameras and also for you, like the weakest point, followed by body to make the destruction as cool as possible.
All right, so 3 rolls total.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, what's your soul again? Remind me.
That's okay. That's gonna
Look
be
at that disaster.
yeah. So for these rolls, it's gonna be first 7, and then 4, and then 7 again.
7, then 4, then 7. Okay, so here's 7. Ooh.
What do you mean, ooh? Okay, well, that's fine, dude.
4. I've got the totals listed up here.
Ooh, that's the weakest stat too. That's good.
And a 13
don't
for the
roll
last one.
13 for the last one. Okay.
Mhm.
Still pretty darn cool. You put yourself right where you want to be. You aim especially well. It's a little bit harder, so you kind of grunt for the camera as you boot or slam or headbutt your way through a dump truck. However you want it to go. And then whichever part, actually, did you ever see the Incredible Hulk movie?
I may have when I was 8.
I hate that
So
you said that, but I'm going to move forward. Do you remember when he ripped a car in half and used it for boxing gloves?
oh yeah,
You do that. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
and with a dump truck too. Like that's no small feat.
it is. I mean, like the cop car was a small feat, but yes. This is industrial equipment. And so I'm just going to give it to you guys. The rest of the trip, you make it look amazing. Sailor Midas, you turn stuff into different stuff. Sailor Atlas, you break things. If at any point you'd like to change the ground, I'd also like to just give you this for now and then talk to you about this later. I think that gravity for Atlas is just a beautiful combination. Are you against it?
I am not against that at all.
I wouldn't need it because Graviton is like one of the strongest Marvel villains of all time, right? So, yeah, you fly up and you use gravity. You make it like 10 times stronger as you throw the dump truck halves into the middle of what used to be like a civic center. It blows up. You guys look absolutely incredible. By the time you
Yeah.
make it, yeah, no, you look baller to say the least. So that is going to be 2 points for Sailor Atlas and 1 point for Sailor Midas.
Yay.
A for effort.
Surviving. And, yeah, you know. And guys, beautifully done. I love the way that session went. I'm just so jazzed about it.
That was awesome. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just excited.
No, I will accept praise. Please cut me off.
Like, wait, it's already been 2 hours. Holy crap.
Yeah, right?
Right?
That's crazy. It doesn't feel like it at all.
Don't you just love this system?
This system is really fun. I like how loosey-goosey it is. I think it adds to the roleplay ability.
Well, can you imagine in D&D/Pathfinder, my favorite systems still, if it's like, okay, I'm going to fly around and smash through skyscrapers. All right, well, I'll see you in an hour when you make it through the first one.
The great thing about World of Darkness is most D10 systems.
I'm
just kidding.
Oh man, this was fun.
Wonderfully done, guys. So from this point, we're going to switch to text roleplay in Discord. I am, by the way, still working on a separate Sailor Moon Discord. I don't know if I showed you guys what I've got, but I will. For like the separate Discord, what do you want to call it, logo. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm kind of excited about a lot of this stuff. I'm so happy you guys are having a good time. I had a wonderful time today.
This was great. Thank you for GMing, and thank you, Eli, for coming on. I'm so happy we could do this over voice sometimes now. This is going to be, like, I want to apologize to both of you. I haven't been super active in the text roleplay. I need to get into the habit of doing this on my phone. For some reason, it's harder for me to roleplay on my phone than sitting at a computer, and I can't figure out why. So that's a me thing. Sorry about that. Just wanted you guys to know. I will be getting better with it.
Yeah, I've actually got a picture ready for this. So after you guys come back, you have such hype. Peep is beside his little robotic self. Proud of you. And again, you guys kind of get the vibe. He's a good boy. He's trying to catch up to all the stuff you can do, but he's very smart. And what you just did right now, he talks about how he's trying to get you guys even better than what you got, but then he shoots gift certificates everywhere. And he said, you know what? For now, this is what I got. There's also footage that you guys get to see of Sailor Mimas fighting a... By the way, I'm going to make a picture of this because doesn't a Yoma that's a bat hang glider sound kind of fun?
It does. It reminds me of...
it's Kite Man.
Oh, excuse me, that's Kite Man. So, yes, you guys get to, after this really busy day, you see her footage, she sees your footage. This is an amazing party night, guys. So you guys get to go to what is quickly becoming your favorite waterhole to vibe, to share stories, and to just have a wonderful time. And I had a wonderful time, and I hope you guys have the best Saturday ever.
Well, thank you. You guys too. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm really very happy that we were able to make this happen, and I'd love to make this either in text or in voice form. We talked about it. I'd like to make this a weekly thing to some degree. It doesn't always have to be. Yeah.
Sailor Moon Saturday sounds like something I'll always look forward to.
And I know, Eli, you work sometimes on Saturdays, and that's totally fine. We'll work it out. I just, I think it'll be a fun thing to make happen when it's able to.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, whenever I'll be able to make time. But honestly, thank you guys for allowing me into this, because this has been great. You guys have been just swell. Like, I'm gushing right now. I can't.
You're breaking my heart. Oh, D&D nerd hugs. It's gonna be amazing. I have so many ideas about Saturn and Dyson. I have made images and character sheets for villains that, if things go the way I think they will, you will encounter 5 years from now. So don't worry about it. Very enthusiastic. All right, guys.
That is a great timeline to have, because I might need a model if we're going to be continuing this.
Let's go. All right, guys. I love you both. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. I'm going to leave the channel now so I can finish out the stream. But thank you again, both of you. You're wonderful. Talk to you soon. Bye. How do I leave? I don't remember. Oh, no. How do I disconnect? There we go. Bye, Eli. Oh, man. Kipster, thank you so much for GMing. Thank you, Eli, for coming and hanging out. Boy, this was fun. Not a lot of people for this stream, but that's totally fine. Let's see who we can raid into. We may as well, right? How you doing, Zhuang? Sorry, RPGs are a little harder to talk in. I don't know if that was a blurb or a real Discord message. I don't know. Oh, well, who cares? I do stream so early. Today I streamed early because I've got other stuff that I need to do. But some Saturdays when we do this, I'll make it later. It just... when you got other plans on a Saturday, But who can we pop into? What is Beatus playing? Oh, Magic the Gathering ads. Ew. I want to see what Diabetes is playing, because I'd love to raid into him. Let me shut down some of my extra stuff here. I've got all the rules up. Excalidraw, which is a great system like that. Wow. I don't care about dandruff shampoo. I'm a squid. I don't need that. Oh, here we go.
What have I done?
Yay, let's raid into the Beatus.
There are multiple items left in Thieves' Town.
I don't know what he's playing. He's playing whatever this is. This looks like Metroid with a Tetris block. Okay, hold on a second. We're gonna raid. I need to know what exactly this is. Let's see. We'll raid into... I can't type. Raid the _ Beatus. The man should be a millionaire. He has a hype train going right now. Yeah, this is like some weird game ROM hack. Now he's... What is happening? Now he's in The Legend of Zelda. Okay, this is going to be a fun stream to watch, you guys. So let us... Where's my Twitch chat? Where'd it go? There it is. Let us raid in. Let's go see the Beatus. Give him love. Subscribe if you haven't, or follow, or whatever it's called on Twitch. He's so worth it. He's amazing. He is a big inspiration to me. So I will see you guys later. I'll be streaming on Monday. and we're gonna have a hell of a good time. Thank you for coming. Let's go say hi to Beatus. Bye, guys. Bye, Shuang. I hope you have a good Saturday. Bye-bye.
Nice to see you, Curtis Wildcat.
Stone Corbel, thank you for the 43.
It's never bullshit to visit your local lumberjack.
Matt, I had to
Making a
scroll
note that
down
Missile is at Lumberjack
until I
Ledge.
found one that was like, okay, whatever, I'll use that. Done this to me. Squid Robble, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Welcome to the weekend, everyone.
Hi, Merce.
Yeah, Matt, I wonder who, not what, but whom could have caused this. Oh, that's like 20, actually.
This is not the content
Hey, what's up,
you are
V
looking
Kipster?
for.
Thank you for the 18.